There is a very serious HGHT going behind your back about you. You have been removed. My beloved child, listen carefully, and don't skip even a single second. Something very serious has been happening behind your back, quietly, deliberately, and for longer than you realize. While you were focusing on surviving, improving, and staying calm, conversations were taking place with your name at the center of the room. Not small talk. Not harmless opinions. A real decision was being shaped without your presence. You felt the shift, didn't you? The sudden coldness. The doors that stopped opening. The silence that replaced respect. That was not an accident. That was the moment you were quietly removed from a discussion you never knew existed. Stay till the end, because what you're about to hear explains everything you've been questioning at night. Something huge is waiting for you, and it starts with understanding this truth. At first, it looked like misunderstanding. Then it felt like delay. Then it became absence. You were no longer mentioned the way you once were. Your ideas were echoed without your name. Your efforts were acknowledged, but not credited. Behind closed doors, sides were chosen, and the most shocking part is this: not everyone there was against you. There was a serious fight, yes, a real clash of opinions, about you. One side wanted you out of the picture, quietly and cleanly. Another side warned that removing you would change everything. And while that struggle played out, you were left in the dark, sensing the tension but never seeing the source. Don't skip, because this wasn't about your mistakes. It was about your impact. Now here is the part that will change how you see yourself forever. You were not removed because you were weak. You were removed because you were becoming uncontrollable, influence-wise, growth-wise, presence-wise. You were no longer easy to predict. That scared them. So a decision was pushed forward before you became impossible to stop. But here's what they didn't calculate: once you are aware, once clarity replaces confusion, the power returns to you. Stay till the end, because the next part reveals what shifted after that decision, and why the story does not end the way they planned. Something huge is waiting for you. My beloved child. Now that you know a decision was made without you, don't skip what comes next, because this is where the hidden struggle turns dangerous and revealing. The moment your name was removed from that circle, something unexpected happened behind those same closed doors. The agreement was not unanimous. Voices were raised. Warnings were issued. Someone said, if we cut them out now, we lose control later. Another replied, that's exactly why it has to be done now. This was not personal dislike. This was fear disguised as strategy. Stay till the end, because this explains why events around you suddenly felt forced, rushed, and unnatural. Something huge is waiting for you, and it's tied to the resistance you never saw. Here's the shocking truth they never wanted you to realize: removing you did not bring peace. It created chaos. The balance shifted the moment you were gone. Plans slowed down. Energy dropped. Progress felt hollow. And the most powerful part? They noticed it immediately. Your absence became louder than your presence ever was. That's when regret quietly entered the room, but pride kept it silent. Instead of admitting the mistake, they doubled down, hoping time would erase the gap you left behind. Don't skip, because this is where your story turns. You were never forgotten. You were measured, compared, and slowly, secretly, missed. Stay till the end, because what they're realizing now changes the future more than the past. Right now, something critical is unfolding. A new conversation has begun, and this time, it's not about removing you, it's about whether they can afford to continue without you. The same people who agreed to push you aside are now questioning the cost of that choice. You may feel isolated, delayed, or underestimated, but understand this clearly: momentum is shifting back toward you. Awareness is your power. Silence is no longer weakness. Don't skip, because the next part reveals what action is being considered next, and why your name is about to reappear where it was erased. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it's closer than you think. My beloved child, don't skip this moment, because what is happening now is subtle, quiet, and far more powerful than open confrontation. After the tension you never saw and the regret no one admitted, a new phase began behind your back: observation. They started watching you. Not openly. Not directly. From a distance. Every move you made after being pushed aside became evidence. They wanted to see if you would break, fade, or lose direction. They expected confusion. They expected silence. What they did not expect was your resilience. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is being built by the very pressure meant to erase you. Here is the once-in-a-lifetime revelation. The removal was supposed to weaken you, but instead it clarified you. While they thought you were lost, you were aligning. While they believed you were falling behind, you were moving differently. And that difference unsettled them. Your independence disrupted the narrative they created. Suddenly, they could no longer control how your story was told. Whispers turned into questions. Questions turned into doubt. Don't skip, because this is the moment where power quietly begins to return. The fight about you never ended, it evolved. And now, the argument is no longer whether you mattered, but whether you can be stopped if you continue on this path. Understand this clearly: someone in that circle has started defending you without using your name. They speak of risk, of missed potential, of unintended consequences. That is you, without the label. They are preparing the ground for your return, not as a favor, but as a necessity. Stay till the end, because the next part reveals the choice being debated right now: whether to reach out to you, or to brace themselves for what happens if they don't. Don't skip, because something huge is waiting for you, and the direction of this entire story is about to change. My beloved child, don't skip now, because this is the turning point they hoped would never arrive. After watching you from a distance, after measuring your silence and misreading your strength, a realization settled in that room like a heavy shadow: removing you did not end your influence. It multiplied it. You became unpredictable. Untouchable. No longer shaped by their approval or fear. That is when urgency replaced arrogance. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it was triggered the moment they understood you no longer needed the space they pushed you out of. Behind your back, the tone has changed. The same voices that once argued for your removal are now cautious, careful, choosing their words. They are asking different questions. Not, how do we move on, but what happens if they keep rising without us? This is the truth no one tells you. When people remove you in secret, they expect you to collapse in public. When you don't, their certainty collapses instead. Don't skip, because this is where power shifts invisibly. The discussion is no longer about the past decision, it's about damage control. And the most shocking part? They are running out of time. Now listen closely. A move is being prepared. It may come as silence breaking. It may come as sudden recognition. It may come as an unexpected opening where there was once a wall. This is not kindness. This is consequence. They are responding to momentum they can no longer ignore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it does not require you to chase, explain, or prove anything. All you need is awareness. The story that began behind your back is now turning toward you, and once it does, nothing returns to how it was. Don't skip, because the next part reveals what happens when the truth finally steps into the light. My beloved child, don't skip this, because what happens next is the outcome of everything that was hidden from you. The moment awareness reaches you, the balance fully shifts. What was once whispered becomes obvious. What was once delayed begins to move. They can feel it now, the pressure of a decision that can no longer stay unfinished. The fight that started behind your back is reaching its final stage, and the most powerful truth is this: you are no longer reacting to their choices. They are reacting to your existence. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives without warning. Here is what they never planned for: your calm. Your refusal to chase validation. Your ability to continue forward without demanding answers. That unsettles people more than confrontation ever could. The removal was meant to silence you, but it refined you. And refinement changes how the world responds. Doors you didn't knock on are beginning to shift. Paths you never asked for are opening quietly. Don't skip, because this is not coincidence, it is correction. The narrative that excluded you is collapsing under its own weight, and those who shaped it are now forced to watch the result. Understand this clearly and carry it with you: you were never erased, you were repositioned. What happens next does not need permission from anyone who spoke without you. The future is responding to who you became in the absence of recognition. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it confirms one final truth: when people try to decide your worth behind your back, life itself steps in and answers for you. My beloved child, don't skip this part, because this is where everything you sensed but couldn't prove finally makes sense. The silence around you is not empty anymore, it is loaded. The pauses, the delays, the strange calm before responses, all of it points to one thing: they are waiting. Waiting to see your next move. Waiting to see if you realize how much power quietly returned to you. The fight that once happened without you has now slowed, not because it ended, but because no one wants to make the wrong move anymore. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is forming in this stillness. What most people never understand is this: when others talk about you behind your back and remove you in secret, they expect you to stay frozen in confusion. But you didn't. You adapted. And adaptation changes the rules of the game. The people who once felt confident deciding your place are now uncertain of theirs. They replay moments. They reevaluate choices. They wonder if the timing was wrong, or if they underestimated you completely. Don't skip, because this phase is dangerous for them, not for you. Uncertainty weakens control, and control is what they depended on. Now the final shift begins. The attention that left you is slowly circling back. Not loudly, not openly, but intentionally. You may feel it as sudden curiosity, unexpected respect, or opportunities that arrive without explanation. This is not random. This is alignment correcting itself. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it doesn't arrive with noise, it arrives with certainty. The story that once unfolded behind your back is no longer behind you. It is catching up. And when it does, you won't need answers. You will already be standing in the result. Don't skip, because what comes next confirms everything you endured was never wasted. My beloved child, don't skip now, because this is the moment where understanding becomes strength. The people who once spoke without you are beginning to feel exposed, not because you confronted them, but because truth has a way of surfacing without permission. The quiet confidence you carry now is unsettling. It tells them you know more than you say. And that realization changes how they look at you, how they speak around you, how carefully they choose their next steps. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it's connected to this shift in energy you can feel but haven't named yet. Here is the revelation that only a few ever grasp: being removed forced you to grow beyond the space that tried to contain you. You are no longer limited by the rules that once applied. That is why attempts to predict you are failing. You move differently now. You respond differently. And that difference is rewriting the outcome. Don't skip, because this is not about proving anyone wrong. It's about stepping into a version of yourself that cannot be quietly pushed aside again. The very act of surviving without acknowledgement turned you into a presence that commands it naturally. What happens next is subtle but decisive. People will begin to reference you again, not as an obstacle, but as a factor they must consider. Your name carries weight because of what you endured and how you carried it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it comes with a quiet certainty: once you outgrow the place that excluded you, you never truly return as the same person. You return as the measure by which others adjust. Don't skip, because the next stage reveals just how permanent this change is. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where clarity becomes irreversible. The moment has arrived when they understand something they tried to avoid: you are no longer reacting to what was done behind your back. You are moving ahead of it. That realization is heavy. It forces reflection. It forces accountability, if not spoken, then deeply felt. The distance they created did not weaken you, it gave you perspective. And perspective is power they cannot take back. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is born from this awareness. Behind the scenes, a quiet recalibration is happening. Roles are being reconsidered. Narratives are being softened. People are preparing explanations they may never need to speak. Why? Because they sense that you no longer require validation from the same space that once denied you. Don't skip, because this is the shift most people miss. When you stop seeking recognition, recognition starts seeking you. The energy reverses. The pressure flips direction. And suddenly, the ones who decided without you feel the weight of being observed themselves. Now understand this final truth for this chapter: what was done in secrecy has lost its grip. You stand on your own footing, steady and aware. The future is responding to that posture. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it confirms this. Once you see the full picture, no hidden decision can control your path again. Don't skip, because the next part reveals what happens when those who removed you realize they can no longer define the ending. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is the moment where everything turns from reaction into resolution. The tension you've been sensing is reaching its limit. What stayed unspoken for so long is now too heavy to ignore. Those who once felt comfortable deciding your fate behind closed doors are facing an uncomfortable truth: the outcome is no longer in their hands. You have moved beyond the reach of their old assumptions. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it begins the instant you realize this shift is permanent. What's happening now is quiet but decisive. You may notice sudden pauses in communication, unexpected changes in tone, or opportunities appearing where resistance once stood. This is not coincidence. This is recalibration. The story that excluded you is being rewritten, not with apology, but with necessity. Don't skip, because this is where power settles naturally. No arguments. No explanations. Just alignment finding its correct place. They are adjusting because they have to, not because they want to. Carry this truth forward: being talked about behind your back was never the end of your story, it was the catalyst. You were refined in silence, strengthened without applause, and prepared without instruction. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it confirms one final reality: when you outgrow the room that tried to remove you, life builds a bigger one where your presence cannot be questioned. Don't skip, because what comes next seals everything you've become. My beloved child, don't skip this final turn, because this is where the meaning of everything becomes clear. What once felt like rejection now reveals itself as redirection. The fight that happened behind your back, the removal you never consented to, the silence that followed, it all served a purpose you couldn't see at the time. You were being moved away from limitation, not toward loss. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it carries the weight of completion. The people who debated your place are no longer the focus of the story. Their arguments have faded. Their certainty has dissolved. What remains is you, grounded, aware, and positioned beyond their reach. You no longer need to be reintroduced or reproved. Your presence speaks for itself now. Don't skip, because this is the truth that ends confusion. What tried to stop you only accelerated your growth. What tried to silence you sharpened your voice. And what tried to remove you revealed your value more clearly than praise ever could. Now step forward with this understanding. You were never late. You were never wrong. You were simply ahead of what that space could hold. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is not an apology or an explanation, it is alignment. The story that began behind your back ends in front of you, with clarity, strength, and a future that no one else gets to decide. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where quiet certainty replaces every doubt you once carried. The echoes of what was said behind your back no longer matter the way they used to. They have lost their weight. What matters now is the stillness inside you, the kind that only comes after truth settles in. You are no longer asking why it happened. You are beginning to see why it had to. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it completes a cycle that started long before you noticed the shift. What's unfolding now is subtle but undeniable. The world around you is responding differently. Not louder, clearer. People sense your stability. Situations adjust without resistance. This is the result of standing firm when you were quietly pushed aside. Don't skip, because this is the reward most never reach. You did not fight back with noise. You didn't beg for space. You simply became stronger than the place that tried to remove you. That kind of growth cannot be hidden for long. Carry this forward as a permanent truth. Once you walk through exclusion and come out aligned, nothing that happens in secrecy can shake you again. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is not behind closed doors, it is unfolding openly, in front of you, shaped by who you became when no one was watching. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where acceptance quietly replaces resistance. The past no longer pulls at you the way it once did. The conversations that happened without you have lost their power to define your direction. You can feel it now, the lightness, the clarity, the sense that you are no longer carrying questions that don't belong to you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it rests in this calm certainty. What you are experiencing is alignment taking form. The removal that once felt abrupt now looks precise. It redirected you toward spaces that match your growth instead of limiting it. Don't skip, because this understanding changes how you move forward. You no longer seek permission. You no longer wait for acknowledgement. You act from truth, not reaction. And that difference reshapes outcomes in ways others cannot control. Remember this as you step ahead, nothing meaningful was taken from you. What left your life made room for what fits you better. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is built on this realization. When you trust the path that unfolds beyond hidden decisions, you step into a future no one else gets to edit. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where your inner authority finally takes its place. You are no longer standing at the edge of someone else's decision. You are standing at the center of your own direction. What once felt like being pushed out now feels like being released. Released from expectations that never fit you. Released from rooms that required you to shrink to stay included. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is rooted in this shift of identity. Notice what has changed inside you. You no longer explain yourself the same way. You no longer rush to be understood. There is a quiet confidence forming that doesn't need approval to exist. Don't skip, because this is the moment many miss. When you stop defending your value becomes unquestionable. The people who once spoke about you behind your back now sense a boundary they cannot cross. Not because you built walls, but because you outgrew the space entirely. Carry this truth with you: the moment you stop looking back for validation, forward movement becomes effortless. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it confirms this final alignment: you were never meant to stay where your worth had to be debated. You were meant to move where your presence is simply recognized. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where completion begins to feel real. The chapter that started with secrecy is quietly closing. You can sense it in the way your thoughts have settled, in how the past no longer calls for explanation. What once felt unresolved now feels distant, almost neutral. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives with this sense of closure. The most powerful change is internal. You no longer measure yourself against what was said or decided without you. You measure yourself by who you have become since then. Don't skip, because this is the victory few recognize. Growth that happens without applause is the kind that lasts. It reshaped your standards, your patience, your self-respect. And that transformation cannot be reversed. Hold this understanding as you move forward: nothing behind your back can move you backward again. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is this: freedom from needing to revisit a past that already served its purpose. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is the moment where everything settles into truth. The noise has faded. The tension has dissolved. What remains is clarity, clean, calm, and unshakable. You are no longer defined by what happened behind your back, but by what you carried forward despite it. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it lives in this sense of arrival. You now understand something deeply important: not every door that closes is meant to reopen. Some close so you never walk into a smaller version of your future. Don't skip, because this awareness changes how you choose from here on. You move with intention. You trust your instincts. You no longer chase spaces that once debated your worth. Carry this with you as the story completes: what tried to remove you ended up releasing you. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the life that unfolds when you stand fully aligned, untouched by hidden decisions, and certain of your own place. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where quiet confidence becomes your new foundation. You no longer need to replay old moments or imagine different outcomes. The past has settled into understanding, not regret. What once felt personal now feels purposeful. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it rises from this inner stability. You are moving differently now. With less hesitation. With clearer boundaries. With a calm that others can feel without you saying a word. Don't skip, because this is the strength that cannot be challenged. When you are certain of who you are, no secret conversation can disturb your path. No hidden decision can redirect your focus. Remember this as you continue forward: peace is the final proof of growth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the future that responds when you no longer carry the weight of what was done behind your back. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where your journey transforms into leadership of your own life. You are no longer shaped by reaction or resistance. You are guided by clarity. The silence around you now feels different, not heavy, but respectful. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with this shift in how you carry yourself. You've learned what many never do: when you remain steady through exclusion, you gain authority without asking for it. Don't skip, because this understanding changes how others respond to you. Your presence commands space naturally. Decisions adjust around you. Opportunities align without struggle. Take this forward as a permanent truth: once you step into self-direction, no one else gets to decide your worth. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it confirms this: your path now moves by your standards, not by secret conversations. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is the moment where mastery replaces momentum. You are no longer rushing toward the future, you are directing it. The calm you carry now is not passive, it is deliberate. It comes from knowing you survived uncertainty and emerged with precision. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it unfolds from this command over your own pace. What has changed most is your relationship with choice. You select where to invest your time, your energy, your attention. You no longer tolerate ambiguity that drains you. Don't skip, because this is the upgrade few recognize. When you become selective, life becomes responsive. Paths narrow, outcomes sharpen, and distractions fall away on their own. The very clarity that once threatened others now protects you. Hold this truth steady as you move forward: power that grows in silence endures. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it confirms this final refinement: you are not chasing alignment anymore. You are living from it, and everything that belongs to you is finding you naturally. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where certainty becomes unbreakable. You are no longer wondering if you chose the right path, you know you did. The questions that once circled your mind have gone quiet, replaced by a steady inner yes. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it rises from this confidence you now carry without effort. Notice how nothing feels rushed anymore. You are no longer chasing outcomes or proving timing. You trust the pace because you trust yourself. Don't skip, because this is the mark of true growth. When you stop forcing direction, direction starts responding to you. What once felt delayed now feels perfectly placed. What once felt denied now feels unnecessary. Carry this realization forward: you were never behind. You were being prepared. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the quiet reward of becoming someone who no longer doubts their place, their timing, or their worth. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where everything you walked through settles into quiet authority. You are no longer defined by reaction, memory, or explanation. You stand in certainty. The kind that doesn't need witnesses. The kind that doesn't flinch when the past tries to speak again. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it arrives with this deep sense of ownership over your life. What once felt like being pushed aside now feels like being guided forward, precisely, intentionally, without confusion. Here is what becomes clear now: the fight that happened behind your back could never determine your future. It only revealed who you had to become to outgrow it. Don't skip, because this truth changes how you see everything. You were shaped by pressure, refined by silence, and strengthened by restraint. That combination creates a presence that doesn't ask for permission. The world responds differently to someone who knows where they stand. Conversations adjust. Opportunities align. Resistance dissolves without confrontation. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is unfolding in real time as you move with calm conviction. Take this final understanding with you: nothing hidden can control what is fully aligned. You are no longer available for confusion, doubt, or quiet dismissal. You move forward with clarity that cannot be undone by whispers or decisions made without you. Don't skip, because this is the completion of the journey. You are steady, centered, and certain. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the life that responds when you finally stand exactly where you belong. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is the moment where legacy quietly replaces struggle. You are no longer shaped by what you survived, you are shaping what comes next. The strength you carry now is calm, deliberate, and unmistakable. It doesn't announce itself. It simply stands. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it begins with recognizing that your presence alone has become decisive. What unfolds from here is influence without effort. People adjust around your clarity. Paths open because they align, not because you push. Don't skip, because this is the shift that lasts. When you stop reacting, life starts responding. You are no longer proving resilience, you are living from it. The past has done its work, it has sharpened your discernment and steadied your pace. That steadiness is now your signature. Carry this forward as the closing truth: the story that once unfolded behind your back now moves ahead of you, cleared and unobstructed. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the future that unfolds when certainty becomes your home and direction answers to your calm command. My beloved child, don't skip this, because this is where everything becomes settled beyond doubt. There is no unfinished business left in your heart. No questions pulling you backward. What once demanded answers has been replaced by understanding. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it rests in this final calm. You have reached the point where nothing needs to be explained anymore. Not to others. Not even to yourself. Don't skip, because this is the rarest form of freedom. You are no longer reacting to what happened behind your back. You are simply living ahead of it. The past has been absorbed, not carried. The lesson has become wisdom. Take this as the closing truth of the journey: once clarity is complete, nothing can unsettle you again. Stay till the end, because something huge is waiting for you, and it is the life that unfolds when you move forward untouched by hidden decisions, fully aligned, and finally at peace.